Hello and welcome to the Battle and Barrow Gaming. My name's Kev and last year I got hold of Battle Masters. The listing said it was complete, so I had plans to get it, paint it up and get a game played because it looked like quite a fun, simple game. But due to one thing or another, that got delayed. The first thing being is the situation we are currently all going through. Very difficult to get a friend round to play it, so that always put it on the back burner. It was always like, I've got time to finish this, I've got time to finish this. Another thing was, even though this was listed as complete in the title of the listing and product description, it was far from complete, and I have to admit that put a little bit of a dampener on it. Just having to, I've still got something missing from this, still. So, but I thought it was time to return to this project. I've already done a video where I painted up all the Empire that was in this and some of the Chaos models, the Ogre and the Chaos Warriors. And speaking of which, the Ogre was kindly donated to me by a viewer of the channel, and that helped me, as well as I was missing some of the bases, and a lovely viewer also said they had spare bases but also the advanced rules, and I really want to try playing this now with the advanced rules. So I think it's time that we return to the game and we get painted. So this video is going to be about painting Chaos. I have made some progress already, such as got these Chaos Warriors undercoated in sort of Rathbone, because there's going to be a lot of contrast paints on these. Let's return to this. Still got to undercoat these guys, which are the Chaos Thugs. But lovely models. But here is the Ogre, kindly donated to the channel. All painted up, we saw that in the last video, so that has boosted my spirits. Got these new movement trays, so I've got the complete full range of trays now. That's good. I was missing some of the bits. I was missing were the Chaos Warrior Knights, not mounted, that I bought myself from eBay as soon as I realised bits were missing. They came up on eBay, so I got those and painted those in the last video. We were missing all 6 Goblin Wolf Riders, but I had some from obviously these come from a later range. These are early 2000s rather than early 90s. But the aesthetic style isn't too greatly different, so I had 6 of those, so I've just used these and painted these up, which we'll have a look at later on. Already got the Orcs painted. Again, we'll look at those later on. So there's 2 factions of Orcs. Likewise for the Goblins, and again we're going to look at these later on up close. And the Beastmen, which I've just finished painting, which we're going to have a quick in-depth look at how I painted these. Got these done, so let's get that done, and then we'll return to close up and looking at everything else I painted. Probably won't be covering it in this video, but I still want to paint this up, the actual castle, so that'll be painted in a different video. You do get some sort of plastic terrain bits, which for the life of me can't see here. Might paint those up in the same video as this. That'll be like the final video. But I'm still missing the Imperial Lord Knights. They weren't in the set either. Another thing, there's quite a lot that wasn't in this. It was listed as complete. Bad seller. But I've just managed to find some on eBay, so hopefully during the making of this video they'll arrive and we can look at them. So yeah, for now let's just have a quick look at how I painted the Beastmen that are in it. And this is not a painting guide because I am not that kind of painter. I enjoy painting, but I'm not good at it. It's just something I do for fun, and that's what this is going to be looking at. Just a quick overview of how I got these painted, and then we'll return and look at everything else. I think that'll be a good progress step, this video, to getting it complete and ready for playing. So the first thing I'm going to be doing is just giving the sort of flesh arrows a wash of Guilliman contrast paint, just to get a nice quick and dirty flesh colour onto the pieces. Once I've done this, I am just going to use some Gore Gruntiter fur just over the fur areas. That's around the feet and the ankles, the head, and a little bit on the chest. I'm then going to be applying some Skeleton Horde contrast paint onto the teeth, the horns and the hooves. The wood areas are painted with Wildwood contrast paint. Still one of my favourite methods to do wood. The shield I just covered with black contrast paint. There will be stickers going over the main bulk of it, so I'm not too worried. I just wanted to make sure the edges were black. The straps and belts were done using Zygor brown contrast paint. The handle of the sword in the scabbard was done using Snakebite contrast. The actual scabbard itself, I went back and used a black on black contrast. Everything else was painting red, so his cloth and his breastplate I wanted red. I sort of found an old picture of how they looked back in the day. I think it's on the side of the box too, and I wanted to mimic that, and it had the breastplate as red. So I'm just going to go over and do the cloth in red. Using Evil Sunz Scarlet, I'm just going to try and gently paint the eyeball. It's not my favourite part of any job, doing eyes. That's not too bad. And I'm just going to use some Leadbelcher on all the metal. So in this case the axe and his shoulder pauldron, and bits on the scabbard and dagger. I'm going to pick out certain bits on the scabbard with gold and give all the metal work a wash of Nuln. Obviously if this was a more of a display piece I would take more time and do more detail, but I tend with board games just to paint quite tabletop ready. And of course once that's done, paint the bases in Goblin Green, and thanks to Steve I have 2 more pots of this variety of Goblin Green, and that should keep me going for a while, and it is so vibrant. I do like this one. I've still got to go back and try some other Goblin Greens that have been recommended to me. Nostalgia 88 paints I want to try and get hold of, and I still will get hold of a coat d'arms, but I don't think that's going to do it for me. Sort of seeing other people use it, and it's not quite as Goblin Green as Goblin Green. And one thing I forgot to do is bring out the studs in a brighter silver. I think it's this Silver Host I was using, whether it's Storm Host, is it in silver? Anyway, it's effectively Mithril Silver in the Old Man in bright silver. I'm never very good at this. If there is a tip anyone can give, leave it below in the comments, because no matter how much or how little paint I use on my brush, it always just comes out as a massive splodge. I'm trying not to push too hard on it, but always just comes out as a massive splodge. So any tips on doing just dots of paint, let me know in the comments, that would be great. And lastly, I've just got to apply the sticker, and we're done. I flocked it in my usual manner, or just using Jarvis Spring Flock. We're done. So let's have a look at the rest of the models in the box. And this is what everything looks like all painted up. And where to begin? I'm going to give a quick overview. I've got them around the wrong way, I believe. The bases you're meant to have the other way, but just for the purposes so we can see who's who, I've put them on backwards. Really gonna have them facing the other way, I guess, so you can see from your side who's who and march them into war. So yeah, let's start with the big guys. These I didn't have in my original 100% complete set, so I had to buy these on eBay, and they didn't come with a base themselves. So luckily a lovely viewer of the channel donated some bases to me, so a massive thank you for that. Really appreciate them. And the advanced rules I'm just itching to try, and that might be one of the first. Well, I might play it vanilla first on the channel, and then we'll go through the advanced play rules. Let's move over here because we got another donated base. Awesome. And the Goblin Riders were not in the 100% complete set either. Luckily I had some of these early 2000s goblins from a Orc Battalion Greenskin or Battalion box set, so the aesthetic style isn't too different to back then. They haven't really changed that much, so, and you can see they don't jump out at you as being completely wrong. Let's have a look at our completed and painted Beastmen and missing base, so I've got those. At the back here we have the Chaos Archers. They were in there, and I'd already had 5 of them that I bought for Warhammer quest purposes for Chaos Thugs, so it's cool. Kindly donated Ogre. I've now got 2 of these because I did buy one from eBay that was damaged, but then again another viewer kindly donated the Ogre. I'm keeping the names out of the video just in case they don't want to be mentioned or anything, sorry. So I'm trying to sidestep the names, but again, really appreciated. Massive thank you. I've got the Chaos Warriors, I've got some green ones and some red and black ones. I think that's a nice way of splash colour in. At the back we have the greenskins themselves. We have 2 lots of orcs and 2 lots of goblins. I think that's it. One other thing that was missing from the set, which I was hoping would be here by now, that I bought from eBay, is the Imperial Lord Knights. They were missing from the 100% complete box set on eBay, but I'm hoping they'll arrive soon. And there's one more thing I need to cover before I am happy and we can play it, and that is the terrain pieces. So we've got the tower and some hedges, so I'm going to do another video of me just painting and working on those, and hopefully lockdown would have ended, I'll be able to get Rob round and we can have a game of this. But for now, that is it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Like, comment, share, do all that cool groovy stuff, and until the next video guys, stay safe and well, and I'll see you then.